What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Songbird, and I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of Room 1002. Listen, if you are joining me for the very first time, I want to give you a special shout out. Listen, it means a lot to take something from an idea and watch it grow. And that's what today's episode is actually going to be all about. So before we get into it, do not forget to like and share this video. But most importantly, subscribe to my channel. Today's special guests are two of the brightest minds that I feel like I've met in a long time. Sorry if that offends anyone. But I am very excited to share what they're doing. Ever since I opened up the platform and started accepting guests outside of artists, I feel like Atlanta has just shown me a whole new side of itself. So I'm very excited to let them tell y'all why you need to be supporting Domino. Joining me here for the very first time, and as y'all can see, a very new place for me, are DOMONO and Johnson. Welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much for having us.
Glad to be here.
Listen, they cheesing real hard. Like, they got that thing in sync. I love the shirts, love the merch. You guys look great.
Thank you.
I think that the best word for y'all would be like innovators. I like to call everybody else like artists and creatives, but I think what you're doing is actually very innovative. And I just can't wait to let y'all talk about it. I'm sorry, I don't want to go on too long. Before we get into it, though, I do want to let you guys have the opportunity to kind of share yourselves, talk a little bit about who you are. So I'm going to start you off with a question that I ask everyone that I bring onto the show. Keep it brief is what I would say. Because we don't want to give too much away in the beginning. But we'll go ladies first.
Correct.
Can you please tell us who you are?
Okay. I am DOMONO Davis. That is at Miss_DOMONO on IG. And I am the CFO for Domino.
Nice. You, sir?
Oh, and I am Johnson Sainvil, Mr. Domino himself, Mr. Sainvil on IG. And I am the CEO and co-founder of Domino, and the actual person that put the whole thing together.
Listen, and from one creative to another, kudos to you for that. I totally get what it feels like to go from 0 to, well, I might not be at 100. You might be at 100. But I know what it's like to go from 0 to, just really pushing yourself. And it's amazing to have a teammate with you. So listen, before we get into the product, I want to talk a little bit about where you guys are from. Are you Atlanta natives or not? I think I know that you're not an Atlanta native, and we'll let it slide today. But go ahead and share a little bit about where you're from, what you're repping.
Okay, well, definitely repping my city, Detroit.
Okay, Detroit.
That's right, West 7 Mile, y'all. But I've been here in Atlanta since, 2007.
Okay.
So, I'm kind of like an oily peach, Motor City, Georgia peach.
Did you say oily peach?
Oily peach, that's
Write
right.
that down.
That's right.
Put that on a shirt.
Hashtag
oily peach. What about you, Johnson?
Me, I was born in Miami, raised in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but both my parents are from Haiti.
Oh,
so
cool.
I'm Haitian American, first generation. So
that is very cool. I am from Little Old Austell, all right? About 20 minutes outside of the city. Don't judge me. I rep Atlanta because if I said Austell, they'd be like, what's that? So I would say that this is my stomping grounds. My parents are from here. My family is from here. But my mom raised us out in the burbs. So we get the luxury of both, I would say, because I love the quietness, the suburb, the little gated community, and then I love coming out here and getting in these Atlanta streets. So it's a really good balance. So how did you guys actually meet? Like when was that?
That was around about 2013?
About 2013.
2013 through a mutual friend, which is also our CEO of our company, Kenny Asim. He's actually in Florida now.
Okay.
But, he originally told me about DOMONO, and he kept on bringing her up at first. I'm like, who's that? So,
like, I don't know that girl.
Yeah, he said, like, she's a very smart girl and everything. And he finally introduced us. And when I met her, the energy was there. And later on, we found out why we're all Virgos.
Yeah.
So we kind of clicked together. But she was one of those people that you meet and automatically gravitate to.
Yep.
Because of the energy and everything that she brings to the table, and then you can still see the power behind it.
I love that.
So that was a great thing to see a Black queen actually have that momentum of doing what she wants to do and knowing what she wants.
Yeah.
So that worked out right then and there. So the energy was there from jump with all of us.
Do you have anything that great to say about him? Because if not, you don't even need to chime in.
I actually do. He's absolutely right. I agree. The energy was there. It was just a whole vibe when we met. It's not often you connect with people on a level that we connected on. You know what I mean? And since we met, we've become family. That's why we call our community Domino family members. We don't make them members. We're all family.
Yeah.
You know, and for us to, like you said, be Virgos and have that same, like, perfectionist mentality and just that same drive and innovative spirit, it definitely was, it was a blessing to be put at a table with him.
So when you say family, you mean like boo family or like just family? Or I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and let you either debunk or confirm these accusations of y'all being Mr. and Mrs. First Lady.
All right. So I'm gonna clear that up. So what happened was when we first came to Rice. So I'm a 80s baby. So you know, we grew up with the DMXs, Eve, Rough Riders, things like that. So he used to call Eve the first lady of Rough Riders.
Right.
So in my head, you know, I thought that it was okay to say, hey, you know, DJ's the first lady of Domino's.
Yeah.
That's the way in my head it was being said. But to everybody else, they went straight to church as a first lady.
Oh, like first lady, you know, like your lady.
Yeah, your lady.
Okay.
So no, she is our queen. She has our back. You know, she's our backbone. So and you know, women, especially when it comes to money, finances, they're usually, I hate to say it, guys, usually better at, you know, holding it down than we are.
Word.
You know, and at the end of the day, she keeps us whole, because at the end of the day, we would be running around with, you know, like a bunch of chickens with our heads cut off. But she keeps us in check.
Yeah.
And I basically lean on her for a lot of things.
Yeah.
I apologize. I know how I can get.
She
sometimes.
loves it secretly. She loves it. We love that.
Know.
We don't say it, but we love that.
Yes.
But she's been there, and she's been our backbone, and she makes sure everything's getting done. You know, even if she got to yell at us, send some texts and emails and say, hey, why hasn't this gotten done? You know, but she definitely keeps us all together and going.
I love to hear that. Demita, can you kind of, before we get to talking a lot about the actual product and what you guys are doing, can you kind of share a little bit of what it's like to be the only lady on the team, wrangling these guys, as he mentioned, and what it's like just to be in your role? Like, did you always see yourself doing what you're doing now, or?
Let's start with being the only lady. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, because I get it.
Let's start there. Because they can be a handful. You know what I mean? Like, I do get on them, but we're such a great team. They're like all of them are my brothers. They look after me. They take care of me. They make sure I'm good. They do what I say.
I know that's right.
So, you know, it works. And I have to just say this, you know, it's my first time working with just a whole group of men. And the energy is really good. It's not a lot of emotion. It's like, listen, we need to do this, and we get on it. You know what I mean? So it gives me that space to be able to have all the emotion.
I know that's right. Like, I am the only one who gets to have feelings in here. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and it puts me in a position to be able to, like, bring order to the court with my guy.
Yeah.
So
I love knowing that they give you that space without turning it into the bossy lady.
Yeah.
Like, because you know how that can be. You know, all you have to do is have a little bit of power, and it's like, she's so bossy. But in actuality, I'm just a good leader.
Yeah, I mean, they expect me to be a boss, so I show up as such.
Yeah, I know that's right, too.
That's what they expect. You got to give people what they want, right?
And then as far as working in the role that you are doing, did you originally start out, you know, in that position, or have you kind of like moved around a little bit?
I did not. When we decided to become a team, we just dived in. There were no positions. We just dived in and was like, all hands on deck, everybody's wearing a hat. You know what I mean? Just whatever hats needed at the time. Some time on, I segued into the VP of Sales and Marketing. And since then, I just recently became our CFO. So it's been like a little journey that I'm enjoying.
Okay then, queen. She said, I handle the bills around here.
Yes.
I know that's right. Well, listen, I'm glad that we were able to break the ice, share a little bit about who we are, but we are here to talk all things Domino. Yes. So I am ready to hear all about it. Johnson, please, can you tell me where this idea even came from?
This idea came from, it was around the Mike Brown situation.
Okay.
And I decided that finally in life, I'm going to put up a video on social media.
Okay. Welcome to
social
media.
Right? So I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to do this video, and I'm going to put it online, and, just so the world can hear what I have to say right?
about it, right?
I never got to that point. And the reason I never got to that point is because every time I put my phone up, it kept on falling over.
Yes, it does.
I'm trying to prop it. I'm trying to use cups and everything else. It keeps on falling over. And being typical guy that we are, especially a Virgo, I get upset and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Why can't I have the camera come off the phone?
Yeah.
And that's when it hit me. Literally, I really understand when people say, the vision got dropped. God literally dropped the vision, right? So I started looking into it and started doing some research, Googling everything, and I couldn't find anything. So I was like, well, there's got to be something, because in my mind, us being us, we always go straight into the future of how is this going to work and can I make it work? And not understanding that God can give you a blessing and it's your blessing at the end of the day.
Come on.
But we're sitting here, we're fighting with it he wouldn't give me that.
Right.
Right. There's got to be something behind that, right? So that was one of my first struggles that I had, trying to figure out, can this thing actually work, right? So after Googling, couldn't find anything. So I decided to say, okay, well, let me see if I can get patents. So I started Googling patents and stuff like that. I found a company to do the patent. We did get rejected the first time.
Okay.
But from what I understand, that's a typical thing that they do. They get a list of cameras and stuff like that. And the lawyer was like, look, I can't tell you what to do. And I know you low on funds, but I'm telling you, resubmit. You get it, because what you guys have is just different.
It's golden,
right? So went ahead and resubmitted, and bam, we got the patent. And when the patent came, that's when it really hit that.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. This is a patent.
Yeah.
Okay, this is how it looks like. I heard about it.
Right. I've never seen the patent myself. So.
Yeah. It's come with the little gold seal and everything. So I'm looking at it, and I'm like, okay, well, where do we go from here? So, again, our minds going straight into the future again. Well, this is going to cost millions to put together. And I'm going to tell everybody this, at the end of the day, it's true. Take the first step.
Yep.
Don't worry about the financial part of it. Don't worry about how the idea is going to come together. We tend to take God's job and try to make it ours.
Yep.
And that's not our place, right?
I agree.
So started going through steps and steps. Then I started meeting my team. I met DJ, and Kenny brought her to the table, and met the other two co-founders. One of them is my best friend, so we grew up together. And everything just started falling into place.
Yeah.
But let me say this. There's been a lot of struggles. So
I'm sure.
It seem like it's a domino
I'm
effect.
Sure.
But,
but that's a good play on words.
But that's, but that's what we're looking on doing. But yeah, that's what got us to this point now. But it has been a heck of a journey.
Okay. So then if you had to sum it up in words, which I'm sure you have a website and a bio and everything else that does this for us,
Correct.
But for everyone watching who's never heard of you guys, never seen you, what is Domino?
Domino is basically something that's going to make sure your point of view matters to you, right? Because we're going to connect the dots. So Domino is actually a phone case. As you can see here, it's a regular phone case, just like any other phone case that you put on your phone. At the end of the day, it comes with a camera that you can literally remove, place it on yourself. Let's say you're in a situation where you don't want to have your phone in your hand, right? So now I can literally record everything that's going on as if it's a body cam, basically.
Wow.
Right? Either we can have it, police can have theirs, and you can catch the different type of point of views, in different type of situations, right? Let's say you're a social media influencer. You can remove it.
I get excited about this.
Wow.
And I can still have my phone in my hand, videotaping everything, and or use the camera on the phone at the same time. And now I have two different angles that I can download at the same time, visual and audio. and edit it however I want.
That is cool, and I need one right now. Okay, I need my domino right over there recording me right now. That is super cool. So listen, how is the domino operated? Is it like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth? Like how do I connect it to my phone?
So it's a hybrid.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connected.
Okay.
It actually gives off its own Wi-Fi. Right.
That is even cooler.
So it's a lot with it. Has the AI capability.
Wow.
Where you can record, stop recording, things of that nature. Again, if you're ever in a situation, which DJ will explain more about that, the different scenarios that you could possibly be in. But the domino can be used for anything. At the end of the day, your mind can make the domino whatever you want it to be, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you just want to connect the dots and make sure that everything is connected so you can show one big picture.
I love that. Well, listen, I definitely want to pass it over to you because I want to hear about some of the different scenarios. Please give me just give me a few even.
Okay. So first, let me say I'm a mom, and I have a 14-year-old daughter, and something that's super serious out here is trafficking. So from a security standpoint, I want to make sure my daughter has a domino. I can see everything that's going on with her.
Yeah.
It's going to be recorded. It's going to record audio up to 50 feet. If it's not on her, if it's in her bag or whatever, and you can track it.
Nice. So I was about to ask you, so how can you see it if she has it?
So from a security standpoint, I want my daughter to be safe. I want all kids to be safe. If you have a child trying to get home, walking home, we have a lot of latchkey kids. I grew up as a latchkey kid. So we want to make sure our kids are getting home safe. We know all the gun threats and school shootings.
Yeah.
We're definitely want to work with the school system to get the domino in the schools so we can kind of cut back on these crimes because we're ready to change laws around here.
I love that. Yeah. Something else that you made me think of when you talked about security, and I believe you mentioned it even, the getting stopped by the police.
Correct.
Unfortunately, we do have an embedded fear about, getting stopped by the police. Everybody feels like they have to record it just in case. You just never know what's going to happen. I think that it is brilliant to have that on. And you can, hey, my phone's not on me. It's not in my hand. But for a fact that this experience is being recorded, even if I may not be facing him. But like you said, it'll pick up the audio.
Correct.
So you have this proof, really, of how the experience went down. I think that that's wonderful. Like, truly.
So let's take it a step further. Whatever's recorded is going to go to a separate cloud. It doesn't take up the storage on your phone. And let's say you do get in a situation with anyone. And they take your phone. I think of domestic violence. They take your phone. They can damage that phone or do whatever, but they cannot get rid of your content.
Wow.
They can't.
Yeah.
That is... when you really think about it, we all need one of those.
Correct.
If that's the case, I think everyone needs one. I'm thinking about my elderly grandmother. We don't need Life Alert anymore. We've got Domino.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's very simple to use. That's the whole basis around Domino, right? We make it very simple. For anybody to use at the end of the day.
And I'm glad that you said that. Because I was actually going to ask, if I was a stranger off the street or someone in the comments who wanted to know, who is Domino for? What would you say?
Domino is for anybody that wants to show their point of view, right? Because everybody's point of view matters, right? So you have the police officer with their camera on, could be a domino also, and you have your domino on, and Lord forbid any altercation were to happen, now you have 2 point of views. So now you can show those 2 point of views, and then somebody can make a judgment call based off of that versus just one person showing their point of view, which is, it's
most of the time,
right?
And it's most of the time warped.
Correct.
You want
to be able to
show
tell
us what
your
they want to
story
show.
at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So with that, it's just making sure that anybody and everybody can use the domino. That's why it's simple, it's straight to the point. You know what you need it for, and anybody can go ahead and turn it into their own personal security system, or something to have fun with.
A personal security system that's also going to help me make my content much better in 2024.
That's right.
So, how much is the Domino going to retail for? Is it already up and out for purchase, or what can we be looking forward to with that?
DJ.
I'll take this one.
Yes, ma'am. The CFO is speaking. Everybody be quiet.
So we are going to be launching our product January 7th, and we'll be exhibiting at the CES show, Consumer Electronics Show 2024 in Las Vegas, January 9th through 12th, booth 61253. Come and check us out.
She like stamped that in her brain. She's been waiting for
I'm even
that.
shocked. I don't remember the booth number. I just know we about to stage somewhere.
Listen, CES is huge. That's like the biggest tech trade show going on. Like,
correct.
So, I mean, how did you guys even get involved with something like that?
So we were talking with a consultant, and he mentioned that, the CES show. Yeah. And I'll be honest, I didn't know what it was. I was like, the CES show, let me look into it. Mm-hmm. Not knowing when I actually went on it, I had seen videos on it and was like, wow,
you just didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then I said, oh, okay. I went on the website and I said, oh, invitation only. So I talked with Kenny, our other partner, our COO, and he went on the website. We did a little form. Next thing you know, we heard from CES and we got an invitation. So
that is super exciting. Now, let me ask you this. Demographically, and I'm not one of those people who makes like everything about race, but I do think it's important to talk about when, you know, historic moments are happening or huge moments are happening for Black brands, Black business owners. Demographically, will you all be like one of the only African American groups, or like how does that work? Do they choose based on that kind of thing or not? Or no?
So they choose based on your product and how interested they are.
Right.
You know, if they feel like it's innovative enough, creative enough.
Yeah.
So we will be one of the only two.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of two.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of huge.
Yeah.
Y'all need to be jumping on the couch, right?
You know us. We're so focused on go, which is not a good thing.
Yeah.
But it's taking outside people to be like, hey, you know, you guys are accomplishing something. Mm-hmm. We're so head down, go, which is helping us to accomplish what
those
we've
things.
accomplished.
Absolutely.
But we're learning as we go to actually, you know, take a deep breath and smell the roses real quick of the accomplishments that we've already gotten. But we're still working on that.
It hasn't fully hit us yet.
Yeah, look, you know, hit you when you get on that plane and you're like, we're going to Vegas. You know, I'll be looking for their live with their domino.
Correct.
You know,
Absolutely.
they'll have the domino set up and they'll also be doing their thing. I'll be looking forward to that. That's really exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Seriously. Outside of CES, what are some other accomplishments that Domino has had so far that you feel like, yeah, we're doing it. We're getting there.
We've had a couple. Logo, trademark.
Yes.
So we officially own our logo, the name.
That's amazing.
Already know about the patent, right?
Y'all need to be clapping in the comments.
Yeah, be clapping the comments. Definitely SEC regulated.
Nice.
Okay, we have been evaluated at $4 million pre-revenue.
Wow.
Okay, so right now we're worth on paper $4 million. You know,
and that's on period.
Yes.
I'm sitting in the room with some people. Okay, room 1002.
Oh, definitely. And I guess we could say that we're the first, you know, we're officially the first Black-owned camera company ever.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can find one or Google one, that it has been Black owners of stores that sell cameras.
Okay.
But not make cameras.
That is amazing.
We're the first makers of cameras.
I wish I had like a little button to start claps
going
around the room or something. Like, just pretend like I'm chanting, so amazing. Listen, that's wonderful. That is so, honestly, like when I met you guys here, you know, that was, I don't even know if that was that this year?
It was.
It was
in the Black Podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was like months ago.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Maybe like back when it was still cold. So it was cold then, it's cold now.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to keep up. So, but when I met you guys, I remember hearing it and thinking, oh, that's genius. That's going to blow. That's going to blow. And I told all my friends about it, like, listen, this is cool. So it's really exciting to be sitting here with you guys, hearing all of this success. I believe it's a true testament to why, like he said, you just have to get started. The baby steps matter. And you'll look up and it's been a year or however long it's been.
Correct.
And you just get to see where you've come from. Like I said, when he pitched it, where was that? In the Black? We were at In the Black.
Yeah,
when he pitched that, I just remember thinking like, man, I can't wait to see what happens with this. And I knew then that I wanted them on my show. I just didn't know how to pivot because I was doing musicians and whatever. So I just didn't know how I could get you guys on the platform, and it really took some growth and some trust from you guys and a lot of schedule planning and conflicts. And let me tell you something. People in Atlanta are busy. The people are busy and they are running their businesses. But I'm so glad to be sitting here with you guys. So what would you say, because we've talked a lot about success and growth and possibility even, but what would you say are some of the challenges that you guys may be facing right now, or maybe not, maybe something that you've overcome recently? Or
I would say some of the challenges, it's like Jay said, we're learning as we go. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, I'm going to wear this hat. What does this hat do? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. What does this hat do? And then we do it. You know what I mean? So I think it's been a challenge and a blessing, because we get into those road bumps, just figuring out what it is we need to do, and then boom, we do it. You know what I mean? Correct. So it's just been working out. And I want to say some of the things we've overcome was...
Oh, we've overcome a lot.
I have something very good. I want to say this.
Yeah, so go ahead. Go ahead, First Lady.
I want to say this because this product has got us to where we are now with our prototype with no funding.
Wow.
Yeah.
No funding. So, that it's been a challenge, but guess what? We made it happen.
I know that's right.
Absolutely
God
made it
is back
happen.
in what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Correct. Yeah.
Absolutely. So
that's
we're
so
blessed and grateful for that.
Well, listen, so as your future consumers, your future supporters, what can we do between now and January to get ready for this launch? How can we support you guys? And I still want to know how much it costs, because, baby, I need to put it in my budget. So I'm talking like I would get one for my niece, my nephew, my mama, my daddy. Like, so just, tell me all that.
Okay, let me give you the tea. Okay. So for price, it is going to be retailed at $4.99.
Okay.
However, there's going to be a huge discount for the first 24 hours. So I suggest you guys be watching that clock like it's New Year's countdown. On January 6th is when January 7th hit. You better get yours.
I know that's right.
Listen, that first 24 hours is going to be a limited amount, but it's going to be a crazy discount. Yeah. And our Domino comes with a subscription plan, so look out for that. It's going to have a lot of great perks to it.
Yeah.
So that's that. And how you guys can support us, follow us on social media at MyDomino. That's our IG. You can find us on every platform at MyDomino. Right. We also have at Domino TV, which is where we are launching our podcast, Domino Effect.
Period. Okay. So y'all just do everything.
We're doing it. Yeah, we're connecting the dots one domino at a time.
One domino at a time. And a lot of people don't know it's the hardware and we have the software. We do have the Domino application also.
Wow.
Yes. So it's two parts.
I'm just blown away. I thought I knew what I was going to expect when I got here, and they're just blowing me away. And this is truly an honor, just because I feel like I'm sitting in front of some future billionaires. Like, do I know America's Next Billionaires? That's what it feels like. Thank you, God. Well, listen, before we close out, I know that you already told us where we can follow you and support you, but I'm curious to know, when you guys aren't doing domino things or connecting all the dots one domino at a time, you see how I picked up on that? When you're not doing that, what are you guys doing for fun? How do you keep this team momentum, right? Because I know that a lot of times when you work, you can start to bump heads a little bit. So what do you guys do outside of that to just, check in with each other and keep this groove going?
Well, I'm going to speak for Jay and say he's always in the gym.
Okay.
You want to call him?
No, he really is. His page is like, he's on a bike, then he's on another bike, then he's like doing some kind of pull-ups, but then he's back on another bike. Yeah. I've definitely seen
that. That is his office, okay? Yeah. He's always at the gym. Personally, me, I'm usually gardening, making some tea.
So you got a green thumb.
Doing some breath work. And I do wellness checks on the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, we do wellness checks on each other, but I'm always like calling them, you're good. We do that for each other, but being like the woman, the mom, the nurturer.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you have a cough? Let me make this tea for you.
Let me bring you some soup.
And we get on each other, because Jay will get to going and I'll be like, you need to have several seats and take a break. And he'll do the same for me. We don't let each other overwork, and we always offer support on whatever we're working on.
I love
so
that.
We truly are a family, and it really is all hands on deck. So that keeps us, that keeps us good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, outside of the gym, mister, what you got going on over there?
Well, like she said, the gym, I guess I can let them know about my little Zumba.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so you coordinated.
Yeah. So I got that island. Hey,
yeah, with rhythm in the hips.
You know, so I do my Zumba. 2 to 3 times a week. That grounds me. I love music.
Yeah,
I love
same.
music. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, and cycling. The indoor cycling, I do a lot of cycling. So those 2 things are like my go-to.
Yeah.
Right. You won't find me at a club. I'm at this point in my life. I like to be relaxed and feel safe.
Right. I like to be in bed at 9
p.m.
9.
I'm up at 4:30 in the morning.
Exactly.
So I'm not, about 8, 9 o'clock, my body just automatically say, "Hey, look here, we gotta wake up early.
Look here.
We're not gonna do this. If you do decide to go to the club, you're gonna fall asleep on whatever bench or chair you at." So. But yeah, that's my go-to. Wake up in the morning, listen to some positive stuff, make sure I thank God, jump into the gym and take the day by storm. I saw something that you posted. I am not a stalker, by the way, but I saw something that you posted, and it was like, the mornings are getting darker, the days are getting colder, Correct. And the motivation is getting harder or something like that. But you were just saying that like this is a season that really like shows who's like about it and not. And Correct. I can just tell that you put that into your work as well. And Thank you. I'm like I keep saying I'm very honored that I was able to sit here with you guys. Looking very forward to hearing all about CES. I feel like I'm gonna have to come on y'all podcast next to hear about this CES experience. So I want to thank you guys again so much. If you want to just tell them where they can follow you one more time, each of your pages, spell it out if you have to, because sometimes people can't spell, and that's no shade. But yeah, and then we'll close out.
Okay, so you can follow us on social media at MyDomono. That's MyDomono, because we're not a pizza. And at Domino TV, and personally I'm at MS_DAMITA Demita.
And I am at Mr. Sainvil. That's MRSAIN as in Nancy, V as in Victor, IL as in love.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm glad you spelled that, because who knows what people would think you spell Sainvil.
Oh, man. They'll add L's, add an E at the end. Yeah, I've gotten plenty of those.
Trust me. I believe it. I really do. Listen, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave us some love in the comments. If you're watching this video or visiting this channel for the very first time, drop it down in the comments and let us know. But y'all know what I'm going to say next. The most important thing is to support these creatives, okay? What they're doing, do not be late on that bandwagon, okay? Jump on the bandwagon now. I don't really have much else for you guys, but I'm definitely looking forward to bringing you more. But until next time, you guys, peace.